As the government shutdown stretches into its fourth week, progress remains stalled, at least until Monday, after yet another funding bill for the Department of Homeland Security failed to pass the Senate yesterday.
Atlanta News First reporter Mary-Kate Hamilton is live for us at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, where travelers could really feel the burden this weekend. Mary-Kate, you're already seeing long lines at 5 in the morning.
That's right. It's payday Friday for TSA workers, or at least it should have been. Instead, today marks the first day that they are not receiving a paycheck, and travelers already feeling it here at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. Take a look at how congested these TSA lines already are at 5 o'clock this morning. The advice for weekend travelers: get to the airport early and prepare for long wait times going through security. From October and November last year, TSA workers went 43 days without pay, so unfortunately, something they're getting used to. And this time, the stalemate is due to bipartisan tension over immigration policy, specifically funding for the Department of Homeland Security. The department includes U.S. Customs and Border Protection and ICE. Democrats demand reforms to CBP and ICE operations, while Republicans pushing for full funding for the DHS. A vote yesterday to reopen the Department of Homeland Security came up 9 votes short. That stalls progress until at least Monday. However, in the wake of the fatal shootings of Renee Good and Alex Preddy and mass deportation efforts across the country, Democratic senators like Georgia Senator Raphael Warnock say it's worth holding out.
Right now, we're seeing a wholesale, unabashed, unembarrassed assault on people's constitutional right to vote. And we have to push back against that. And I think if we don't, history will judge us harshly for it.
Now again, 50,000 TSA workers will miss their paycheck today. Last weekend, travelers were advised to get to the airport around 3 hours early. I would say the same advice applies this weekend. And in fact, we are going to be here all morning long, keeping track of these wait times. And if that even increases, we will be here to let you know. For now, live at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, Mary-Kate Hamilton, Atlanta News First.
Thank you, Mary-Kate.